Hello dear students, good morning. Students, today we are going to discuss with a new chapter, that is the chapter number 5 and the second unit of your syllabus, Principles of Inheritance and Variation. This is the chapter number 5 and the first lecture based on the introduction as well as the first topic of this chapter. So let's going to start the chapter with the term that is the genetics. Students, in previous classes you also study about the genetics very well. What is genetics? It is a branch of biology which deals the study about hereditary characters and variations. Then what are hereditary characters? Are heredity. Students, the kinds of traits which are inherited, it means transfer from one generation to the next generation. It means the characters, the traits, the behavior which are passes from parental to their individuals, such traits are called hereditary traits and their study is done in the branch of genetics that is called heredity. Now the second one is the variation. What are variations? The variations are just like the changes which is caused by either environmental factor or due to some physical or emotional behavioral cause which changes the shape, size, structure, behavior of the organism. Such type of changes accompanied by following factors are known as variations. The term variation indicates vary. Vary, it means differ. As for example, you look just a newly born baby and after 6 months later you again look that baby and after the gap of 1 or more years you again visit to look the baby. Then you find the growth and developmental changes in that young ones just day after day, month after month, year after year. These changes are under this phenomena which is called variation. Now students, we detailed study about the variation and heredity. First, going to discuss about some important points, asking points in competitive examinations, as well as also useful for your board examination. What are they? As we study about genetics is the branch of biology that deals with the study about heredity and variations. Is that clear? It means all kinds of principles, rules, conclusions which are diagnosed by the various biologists, their concluded theories, all these are studied related with the heredity and variation under this branch of biology, which is called genetics. Then the question will be arising, who first used the term genetics? Students, the term genetics was first given by William Bateson. Who gave the term genetics? The term genetics was coined by William Bateson. And one thing more interesting, that after the father of genetics, it means Sir Gregor John Mendel, William Bateson is also regarded as the father of modern genetics. It means just after the Sir Gregor John Mendel, who is regarded as the father of genetics because he first works on the experiments on the traits which are transferred from one generation to the next generation. We more study about the father of genetics, it means Gregor John Mendel, in incoming lectures, and their principles also. Now, as I was told, I said the father of genetics is Sir Gregor John Mendel. Father of modern genetics. What is the difference between modern and genetics? Students, the only difference is that the Mendel done his experiment on the pea plant whose botanical name is Pisum setae. But in modern today, with advancement of the technology, not only the experiment of or the laws and rules or principles of the Mendel was not only continue on the plants, but also nowadays many types of small sized organisms like rat, houseflies, dogs, monkeys, like creatures are also nowadays used to apply the principles of genetics which was given by Gregor John Mendel. So, the William Bateson is regarded as the father of modern genetics. He also gives his conclusions on the chromosomes and karyotypic changes which are due to abnormalities in the karyotype. Now next, the term father of human genetics. Who is regarded as the father of human genetics. It is most important to know you that. Then the name comes, that is Archibald Garrod. Archibald Garrod is regarded as the father of human genetics because he studied about the many generations of some families of America, like Calico's family, Martin's family, of several generations of the thousands number of members and their descendants in his study, and clearly explain about the characteristic changes which are either inherited by the genes as well as they are adaptable due to environmental conditions. Now students, the father of experimental genetics, T.H. Morgan, he done his most famous experiment on the Drosophila melanogaster, it means fruit fly. This is a fruit fly, Drosophila melanogaster. He done his experiment, and this was his famous experiment about the morphological changes on crossbreeding between two dissimilar flies. That's why the Morgan is regarded as father of experimental genetics. Is that clear? Now students, before going to detailed study about the heredity or hereditary characters, first we are going to study about the variations. As I was told you in short, variation is changes. Then what kind of changes we study or need to study in biology? As you all of you have listened or heard or read, the individuals of the parents are not carbon copy of themselves, but like begets like. But like begets like. It means the babies are not similar in all types of morphological characters or physical characters with their parents. What is the reason behind this? This is just variation. This similarities is just to the variation, but like begets like. It means a bitch always gave birth to puppies, not gave birth to calf or goat. A cow always gave birth to calf. A cat always gives birth to kittens. This is the fact about like begets like. Understood? So, the variation includes all changes in morphological, physiological and behavioral characteristics in an individual person. As for example, who are the ancestors, or who are regarded as the ancestor of human? Then you have the answer: monkeys. But the morphological, behavioral, and you can say the physiological characters of the monkeys are somewhat different than ourselves. We are bipedal, but they are tetrapedal. They usually use their fore and hind limbs for walking or running. They have tail, but we lost the tail. How it could be possible? Monkeys are ancestors of ourselves, but it is fact. As the time is spent, the organic evolution takes place, due to which many changes either take place suddenly or some changes taken millions of the years to become the present position of ourselves. So here in variation we include all changes in morphological, physiological and behavioral characteristics such as shape, size, color, relative position of the body organs and habits. Is that clear? These are the changes that includes the variation, and it depends upon the environmental conditions as well as the changes in their germ plasm. It means gametes. The gamete cells are called germplasm cells. Thus, students, variations are most important occurrence for organic evolution. If the variation doesn't take place, no kind of evolution or origin or speciation of new species does not take place. So, this is very important to occurrence of organic evolution. What? Variation. Further, the sudden changes which are considered as variation are also called mutation. Mutation is also just similar to the variation, but that is the sudden changes according to Hugo de Vries theories. As per your knowledge, you have to learn in class 10. That clear? Now, students, kinds of variation. Broadly, the variation is classified into two kinds. The first one is the somatic variation. As I was many times told you that the term soma, that means body. The term soma means body and variation means changes. Then the changes that occurs in the physiological characters or morphological characters or in the shape, size, structure, color of the body, that are called somatic variation. These variations are caused by the effect of environmental factors. It means there are several causes of the somatic variation. Among these causes, effect of environmental factors is most important factor. These variations cause the local changes. It means, as for example, if a potter makes sport in their life, our whole life, then it is not necessary his descendants also born with the skill of pottery. A doctor or a surgeon who makes surgery in a day or number of surgeries in his life, then his individual does not take birth as a skilled surgeon. Skilled surgeon. Why? This is due to only the somatic variation, because they are not inherited or transferred from one generation to the next generation. They are just the induced type of, you can say that, variations. So these does not changes and they does not transfer from one generation to the next generation. That's why they are non-heritable and lost with the death of organism. It means with the death of the potter, his skill of pottery become dead. The skill of a farmer, if he not wants or his descendant not want to make agricultural practices, then it does not transfer from the parent farmer to their individuals. So students, the somatic variations lost with the death of the organism. If a fracture is done in a man and after that his individuals take birth, then no kind of fracture is found in their bones. If fingers is cut, then doesn't the individuals take birth with no the cutted finger or no finger? Is that clear? It means somatic variations are ends with the death of the sufferer. Either it has positive impact or negative impact. Both kind of impact can be seen. Now the second one is the genetical variation. As the term very clearly explain about the genetical variation or the kind of variation which can easily inherited or which can definitely inherited from one generation to the next generation. It means they transfer from parents to their individuals generation after generation. Going to study about the genetical variation. What are the causes of genetical variation? These variations produced due to changes in the germ volume of the organism. As we studied, first of all, the primordial cell is found in the primitive ocean in the form of coesorbates. Now from this prokaryotic to eukaryotic, eukaryotic to unicellular, unicellular to multicellular, and the higher categories of organisms have been developed due to the changes or variation in the germ plug and the evolution of the human from their ancestor. It means the first member of the primates, it means monkeys, to modern man is due to the changes in the germ plant. If the number of chromosomes get changed, then the identity of the person also get changed. As you clearly study, the abnormalities in the sex chromosomes leads to many variations. Is that clear? So students, the genetical variations are significant from evolutionary point of view. As for example, I have example when a mare is crossed with a donkey, then the individuals who take birth, that are the mules. This is due to the changes in the germ plant. The chromosomes present in the gamete cells, which are transferred and fused to fertilize, they have dissimilar types of gametes. That's why they causes the variations and the origin of new species take place. Thus students, this is just about the introductory lecture on the chapter, that is the principles of inheritance and variation. In next video lecture, after explaining the variation, we are going to discuss about the heredity. So thanks students for joining today's lecture.